There's this saying that says your network is your net worth. Yet at the same time, we do not usually look at who our network is, who is our peer group that we hang around with, who do we spend time with? Are they empowering us in life, or are they disempowering us and bringing us backwards or holding us back? And it's very important to understand this if we actually want to thrive, we want to build something in life, we want to make an impact, we want to make a difference in this world. Our environment, we cannot deny that it doesn't matter how positive you are, it doesn't matter how much positivity you have. If your environment does not support that, it will affect our vibrations naturally. And so how do we understand who are our true friends? Who are the people who we should hang around with, right? To be able to get the outcome that we want. And on the side note is, if we've been friends with certain people for so long, how do we actually break that? You know, do we actually say, hey, I'm not here to be your friend anymore? Or is there another way? We're going to discuss all of this, and I'm going to share with you what I did to actually change my life around instantly. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, this is Erico here, and in this video I'm going to break down for you how to not get confused with who's your friend, who's not your friend, how to not get into the wrong environments, and how to have the best positive network to actually take you to where you want to be. Okay. Now I remember when I was actually doing one of my first businesses in the restaurant industry, I had a business partner. And back then I used to go out with my friends a lot, go party and stuff. And then I would used to like come in the next day, like still not entirely sober. You get what I'm saying there, right? And when I used to do that, it used to be like my business partner, who was around 30 years older than me, used to always come to me and say, Eric, you shouldn't be hanging around with these people. And I used to say to him, I said, why you tell me who I shouldn't hang around with? You know, these are my friends. I grew up with these people. And what he said to me was this. He said, these people are not at your level. These people, they have been, they're still in university. You're a business owner. You're at a different level. I was so against that. I said, are you saying that I disassociate myself with my friends just because I'm supposedly at a different level? No. You know, everything's fair. We are friends, and you're not going to stop me from hanging around with my friends. Right? Now, let's come back to the understanding today of this whole situation. Because time passed by, I realized that a lot of this behavior, a lot of what I was doing was actually sabotaging and holding me back from actually what I was destined, or what I felt my calling was, or that greater version of me. In life, we need to understand that if we are not growing, we are dying. And so what does that mean? Progression is a normal state of life. If you look at nature, I always say, is our best indication to how everything should be. Trees, plants, everything is always growing. Growth is a part of life. So accept that you are supposed to be growing. Now, there comes a time when you come along this personal development journey and this spiritual awakening journey, and you're probably going through this already, or you've been through this. If you have, comment below, let us know your story and what happened with you and your perspective of it. But what generally tends to happen is the moment we start getting more awakened by all of this, our friends, our family, people who are closest towards us, they don't get us. They don't know what we're talking about. They think we're going cuckoo, you know, what's wrong with these people? And then what actually happens is we kind of sometimes fall out and we have arguments and so on and so forth. Now, I need you to understand something so simple as this, right? Who are our true friends? I believe true friends are people who are there to support you along your growth journey. Now, It doesn't mean to say that somebody who doesn't understand to support you isn't your true friend. It just means that at that moment in time, maybe, just maybe, you don't need to unfriend them or anything. You don't need to say, hey, I'm not going to speak to you anymore. But maybe it's just a simple act of spending more time with people who empower you rather than spending more time with the people who just don't get where you are at right now. But the approach to this is not to actually go in and fight these people and say, I need to try and convince you my belief and my understanding. No, you don't need to do that. The only thing you need to do, let them be exactly where they are supposed to be. They say when the student is ready, the master appears. When the student isn't ready, you can't go forcing this knowledge down them because you had to go through your journey to get this awakening. Allow them to go along the journey where they're at. So always practice kindness, always practice love. And instead, what do? Very simple. We work on just ourselves, that's all. How can we continue to grow ourselves? How can we find a supporting network, a peer group? We don't need to call it friends, just people we hang around with on a daily basis that empower us, that inspire us, that say to us how it is, not worse than it is, not better than it is. The truth, pure truth is there. Love and kindness is there. When you have that type of supporting environment, that is the environment you want to actually take your life to the next level. Obviously, if you're not looking to take your life to the next level, then continue the way you are. I'm not saying you have to change your friends. I'm not saying you have to change your network. But those of you who really aspire to be the next version of yourself, change that environment. Change the people you hang around with on a daily basis. Naturally, your circumstances, your situation, everything will start to change before you. Guys, if this video has been of any use to you whatsoever, or just been any clarification for what you are doing already, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below. Let us know your viewpoints. Let us know your story, what you've been through. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next year, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos full of positivity, spiritual development, business development, to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, signing out. Ciao.